So the other day I was on social media and I got into a debate about music with someone. This person alleged that 1990s rock music was superior to 1980s rock music. I always thought comparing 90s rock and 80s rock was like comparing apples and oranges, with each decade having formulaic approaches that represented their eras. However, this person believed that 1990s rock music didn't follow formulas. It was real and organic, whereas 1980s rock music was formulaic and contrived. And this isn't the first time that I've had this debate. So I decided to make a video about the formula that constitutes 1990s rock music, just in case you're one of those people that believes there isn't one. And I do understand why people feel this way. You see, in the early 80s, rock was still about rebellion, doing your own thing and having a fun time doing it. And when people saw guys like Eddie Van Halen and Randy Rhoads handle a guitar, they said, I want to learn how to do that. But as the 80s progressed, the corporate rock industry integrated their money-making formulas, and rock got less dangerous. There were a few exceptions, but for the most part, 80s heavy rock got a little bit cartoony and became a character of itself. And a lot of these bands were mega successful, so the meanings of their songs were a little bit lost on their working class audiences. So in 1993, when Nirvana came along, singing rebellious songs over simple bar chords, it should be no wonder why working class audiences gravitated towards it. And where there's money to be made, just like in the 80s, the corporate industry has to assign their money-making formulas to it. Remember, the industry called all these songs and artists alternative music, as if it was some type of rebellion against mainstream music. But it's really an oxymoron, isn't it? I mean, if alternative music is mainstream music, what exactly is it an alternative to? And just like the 80s, the 90s had exceptions to the formulas too. But for the most part, here's the corporate formula to be a successful rock band in the 1990s. Tenor vocals. Are you a singer proud of your 5-octave vocal range? Well, it doesn't matter that you, as the artist, want to sing that high.
Well, we will have none of that shit. There'll be no high-pitched wailing or owl screeching. This is the money area. Stay in this range. What we really want you to do is take the vocal range of Jim Morrison, yeah, and the vocal range of a pirate, and combine them, yeah.
Would you like to sing for our band?
Yeah.
What do you think, fellas?
Yeah. Yeah.
Congratulations, it's unanimous.
No synthesizers. It doesn't matter that you, the artist, want to use synthesizers in your songs.
Not gonna happen. If you're gonna use keyboards, you need to keep them real and organic, like acoustic piano and organ. If you need strings, use a real string section.
You're fired.
Yeah.
No guitar solos. Have you, the artist, had dreams of being the next great guitar hero? Practicing every day for years to refine and perfect your craft?
Well, you're not going to do that. We want you to be talented, but not too talented. If your guitar looks like this, just get rid of it. Acceptable guitars will be the Les Paul, the Strat, the Paul Reed Smith, or something that looks like you picked it up at a yard sale. And if the guitar's got a Floyd Rose on it, just get rid of that shit. You're not going to need it. Yeah. So if there's an instrumental break in the song that features guitar, you will minimize it to simple melodic runs, double stops, or noisy bits with a wah-wah.
No 3-part harmonies. It's the Creedles. Moody songs. Did you, the artist, wake up this morning, it was a beautiful sunshiny day, and you were inspired to write a feel-good song about it?
Well, you can forget that shit. We want your songs to be edgy and dark. First, use a drop tuning on your guitar. This should make your songs more gloomy, and keep your lyrics cryptic and melancholy. Should have been dead on a Sunday morning, banging my head. Yeah.
Facial hair.
Have you ever noticed that most bands in the 1980s did not have facial hair? Are you kidding me? We couldn't sell this shit in the 80s. But this is the 90s. You're alternative. You're a nonconformist. So it'd be great if at least one band member adapts that 90s nonconformist look. Now you just can't grow anything. This shit ain't gonna work. Acceptable facial hairstyles are the bit, the goatee, and ring around the pie hole. Yeah. Now, ladies, we realize that some of you cannot grow facial hair, so putting as many piercings in your face as possible is an acceptable substitute. Yeah. Now that you have everything in order, we can present you to the world, but we just can't put you out there any old way. You're alternative, you're anti-establishment, so we're gonna put you out on a label like this, or this, so that you look like an indie anti-establishment band, even though we own these labels.
Look, I like rock music from many eras, including a lot of rock music from the 90s and a lot of rock music from the 80s. There's even some Creed songs I like.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter to me if music or an artist is formulaic. If I'm moved by it, then to me it's good. And I don't need to justify my musical taste to anybody. I'm Rib13, thanks for watching. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel.
Yeah.
A very big thank you to my Patreon supporters.
Yeah.
And I'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Shut up.